Hello, it's PSVR, welcome to the channel. We are here today to do another episode of PlayStation VR2 Showcase, my weekly show in which we're looking at all the upcoming PSVR2 games. This week we're going double bill of the PSVR2 Showcase. There's one today now and one tomorrow because it was quiet week, not many news, so let's catch up with some content. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get started. Okay, so here we are, beginning from one of my most anticipated PSVR2 upcoming games, which is Hellsweeper VR. This is the latest trailer for the game, coming from the developers of Sarriento, a game that many PSVR 1 owners become to love a lot. Even though we had no thumbsticks, they still managed to bring us this awesome locomotion system what they've had, and all of that will be coming to Hellsweeper VR because this is like a spiritual successor. But of course it's going to be bigger and better, this time published by the publisher Vertigo Games and of course developed by Mixed Realms, the original developers of Sarriento VR. Hellsweeper VR got demo during Steam Summerfest and the developer was teasing something, maybe saying they're gonna think about bringing the demo to PlayStation VR2 owners, so who knows. Maybe eventually we're gonna get, or maybe not. They said they're not sure, but what I know what we're going to get is Hellsweeper VR. This game looks great. You've got combination of different styles of combat. Of course, aerial combat, and by aerial I mean you're doing flip-flops in the air and wall running. But also there is melee combat, which is quite satisfying, combined with a very nice gunplay and also combined with some magic. So this game offers a bit of everything. It's looking great, I cannot wait for it, it's coming soon. Okay, and another game, something horror-y and something with more realistic graphics, something what you always ask me to talk about more, which is the game with great graphics, great looking graphics. I mean, how it's gonna be, I don't know, but what I know so far, it's looking great, and here I'm talking about Pneumata. Now let me just read you a synopsis of this game. The tenants are going missing. Screams echo and blood seeps through the walls of Clover Hill. As a detective, unravel the truth that lies within and recover your fragmented memories, or succumb to the horrors that lurk in the shadows within the sinister blend of survival and psychological horror. Something for all of you Resident Evil fans. Features of the game: psychological and dark cosmic horror that makes you question what's real and what's not. The line between reality and alternate worlds begins to blur. True survival horror: scavenge for weapons and supplies in limited quantities and run, hide to survive by any means necessary. Examine crime scenes and piece together clues and evidence in order to solve a series of gruesome murders. Explore a realistic and gritty apartment building and discover hidden areas and pathways in your search for the truth. Diverse AI: fight or hide against entities that are unpredictable and use your environment to create distraction. Gruesome horror around every corner and an unending feeling of tension and helplessness as you explore deeper into complex. So that's, I just read you some of the synopsis of the game. The backstory is this. Something happened on that island that your mind is protecting you from. Your memories fractured and fleeting. But nevertheless, one thing is true. Someone or something killed Jamie. One by one, the residents of Clover Hill are either missing or being found in pieces. Delve through the apartment complex, search for clues, and do everything you can to survive long enough to find the truth. You might just find more than what you were looking for, as you battle the horrors within not just the complex, but also your own mind. Those killings might be the key to your missing memories. I must say, this game is looking great. Now, moving on from realistic looking game to something cartoonish looking, something what many of you don't like to see anymore on PSVR2, but hey, this is the game I spoke about this channel years ago and it's happening. It's coming to PSVR2. It used to be called Toss Banana at the beginning. I think now they just call it Toss. I don't know, but anyway. In this game it appears you're becoming a monkey, and what you're doing is going to an adventure in order to beat plenty of levels. As you can see from the gameplay, this is first person platformer for virtual reality. Of course, also, as you can see, this is the game that's coming to Quest, that's why it's looking like this. But nevertheless, I do myself like platformers. I like the third person one in VR, I don't know, am I wrong here? I loved Astrobot, I even liked Van VR Adventure on PC, but hey, anyway, I'm getting distracted. This is a first person platformer, you're going through the level, long story cut short, the typical platformer stuff, you know, you're going through levels, you're probably collecting some coins or something, getting some one-ups and stuff like that. So yeah, if you're interested in those type of game, then maybe TOS gonna pique your interest when it releases eventually. And now a game from the studio that brought one of the first Quest games I ever played. Years ago, they released Star Shaman about 2.5 years ago. It was a very, little title. No, I wouldn't say little. It was like a cool title because it gave you this platform what you've been on and let you do different things, and it's been kind of room scale, something what was hard to experience on PSVR1. So when I played it on Quest, I kind of liked it. But anyway, now they're moving on from Star Shaman and releasing something else, and this is Tiger Blade. Tiger Blade brings all stylish, adrenaline-soaked combat of the very best of Korean neo-noir action cinema to PlayStation VR2. Slash and blast your way through ranks of hoodlums in a high-stakes chase through the atmospheric and meticulously recreated marketplaces, docks, alleys, and streets of Seoul. Set in an alternate Korea, you take the role of the deadliest assassin working for the Horagi chapter of the Tiger clans, whatever, ordered to steal mysterious package from a rival chapter. You are shocked to find the object of the haste is in fact a tiger cub. Though extinct for 100 years, the mythical creature is now desired by every gang in the city. Tiger Blade is designed to be highly replayable with a scoring and ranking system, online leaderboards, and speedrunning as secondary objective. The heart-pounding non-stop action is further intensified than the haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, and headset rumble. To complete the Korean influence that runs through Tiger Blade, the action will be played to the beat of original Korean hip-hop. Wow, unusual. If you enjoyed the music for the trailer Seat Belt by Scenes, then you're going to love what's in store. So yeah, that's Tiger Blade coming soon to PSVR2. Okay, another game, a beautiful trailer that lately appeared for a beautiful game, which is Teen Hearts, a game that was in the development for about 5-6 years now. Originally, the VR version was planned for the OG PlayStation VR 1. Obviously, by now we know it's not going to happen, but hey, who cares, because what is going to happen, this game gonna get PSVR 2 version. Now, the flat version already exists and flat people can play it and enjoy it, and apparently it's quite good, so we are here for something cool. But when it comes to the PlayStation VR 2 version, I need to just warn you for a moment, because I don't know if it's gonna be just an upgrade or maybe you're gonna have to buy the brand new game. So if you're thinking about it but want to only play in VR, maybe don't buy it just yet flat, because I do not know how the upgrade path gonna work, especially that some games don't have upgrade path. Just like lately released the, what you call this game, Until You Fall. That's just totally separate purchase, just like the Moss did. So I don't know, Teen Hearts might be the same. The difference between Until You Fall and Moss, of course, is they both was in VR on PSVR 1. Teen Hearts is just flat, so I don't know, we see what's gonna happen. Okay, and now the game from the very cool company Spectre Illusions. Years ago, I mean years, like I'm speaking here 2017, something like that, I spoke to them asking if they're gonna release one of their experiences for PlayStation VR 1. I remember sending them Facebook message and they said no. And then eventually HappyFunland appeared on the PlayStation Store, published by Perp Games. I didn't pay much attention to it back then. But then when I found out that it's by Spectre Illusion, they're doing some awesome interactive attractions, I knew we probably are going to be for a treat here. Because I wouldn't say it's gonna be a game, but what I would say is going to be a pretty cool PlayStation VR2 experience. Maybe PlayStation VR2 adventure, let's say. I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, that's it for today's games. I see you tomorrow in another episode of PSVR2 Showcase. Let me know which games from today's episode piqued your interest, and for now that's it. Bye.